have been struck, they have not been defended. That is the affidavit by the governor of Nairobi, and also the affidavit by the secretary to the cabinet, Mercy Wanjau.
Yeah.
And remember, beyond that, during yesterday's cross-examination, there was the issue of insubordination, where you remember one of the counsels of the deputy president actually said they had reached out to her to just find and get a response that if indeed the deputy president had failed to deliver on his mandate as assigned by his boss, and also if his boss had actually come on record and raised those concerns. So you find that where we are, it is something that as a country we had not envisaged. But this is a constitutional moment for this country, and I think the region, because this is a democracy. Things happen, and we're actually exploiting our 2010 constitution, because we never saw that we will find a point that we will actually be testing some of the articles of this constitution. And I think this impeachment of the deputy president provides us with that. Now, going second also, remember the deputy president had made many attempts in court to have the court give conservatory orders to block this impeachment in parliament. But the courts decided to stay off. And remember, all the courts did not give the orders that were sought. And this is in line with the separation of powers and the conversation that we've had in terms of respecting the different arms of government. So maybe the courts were waiting so that the parliament can be dispensed of the matter, so that they assist of this matter. And I think that's why maybe the judges decided not to injunct the House, but to allow the process to continue to the end. So here where we are now, I think where the deputy president is, I'm not in his shoes, but from where I am, I think it is a very difficult moment, because that is a time where he will be asking himself, if I had resigned earlier, what will have happened? Now that I've decided to go full hog, what happens now?
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just curious. I don't know whether you may have the answer to this, but what if, for whatever reason, the deputy president decides to say that he's resigning at this point?
He can't resign. The vote has not been taken. The Senate has not taken a vote.
Okay.
So it means it is just still considering the matter. So the final vote that can either decide whether he ceases to hold office or they save him, I don't think this is a point that we can say that the Senate has actually taken a position. And I think that's why, if you heard even the speaker yesterday, Amason Kingi, was saying that let us not assume that the Senate has already made a decision, because he believes in the wisdom of the men and women in that house to make independent decisions. And remember, this is not a county issue. So it means all the 67 senators will actually have to take a vote. And if any of the 45 actually support this, any of the charges, then it means that the deputy president will stand impeached.
Which would be quite a historic moment for this country.
Yes.
It already is as it stands, because we've never gotten to this point
Yes.
In the country. And again, just to remind you, as you're watching us, the pictures you're seeing on your screen are from earlier, not too long ago, where the deputy president was making his way to the Senate. So we are waiting to see again. We are yet to establish what is ailing the deputy president. We are yet to establish which hospital he has been taken to. But once we establish that, we shall, give more detail on the same.